Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, the tarot I'm going to use, Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore. At the bottom here, you can see the website, llewellyn.com, and a couple other social media links. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you need more time to absorb that, if you're interested. The Oracle cards, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. There's some information on the back here. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out. There's a website. I'm pretty sure there's websites down here if you need to see them a little closer. There's more. There's ColetteBaronReed.com at the end of that paragraph with her picture next to it. I believe there's a HayHouseRadio.com there, and you could go to HayHouse.com as well if you look up Hay House. A couple other websites at the bottom. There's also about the illustrator, Jenna. There's Jenna's full name. And I believe at the bottom here, there's some websites that are geared towards her. Okay, so that's the Oracle cards. And last but not least, the dice. I got different dice now. Can I use the back of this maybe? No, I don't think that's going to work. Well, hopefully this is one of the dice, the 14-sided dice I got for part of it. I'll have to explain that in a second. mathartfun.com. And the bigger dice, the 21-sided dice, this is where that came from. Tom Anders, and then there's a website there. There's a QR code I'll show you in a second if you're interested in this, in case that is of benefit to you. I used the 21. This is going to be the 21-sided dice for the major arcana. It is missing 0 for the Fool, but still I make it work. And the other one is the 14-sided dice, which I use from 1 to King, King being the 14th. Number 14, so as it goes up. 10, 11 would be Page, 12 is Knight, 13 Queen, 14 King, if you're interested to know that. Alright, and with that being said, if you would like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And now, on to your read. Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Cancer? Okay. Okay, so what do we have for Cancer? Self-sufficient. Self-sufficient, knowing what was coming forward, which is, I don't know why I'm... Self-sufficient, knowing what was coming forward. So, this part of your life, or whatever we're talking about, is going to connect back to a part where you're more self-sufficient. So, for example, if you have kids, this might tie back to a point before you had kids. If this is a career situation, this might tie back to before you had people that you really believed in, that you could trust around you. I feel like somebody are going to be like, well, I don't feel like I have that now. There's something here where you were more self-sufficient. This is tying back to a time where you were more self-sufficient. All you had was you looked out for you, in the sense of like whatever this is we're dealing with. Can we get a little bit more on that? Can we do that? I wasn't really worried about things too much. I just did what I had to do. Sometimes if I had to fly by the seat of my pants, then I did, if it worked for me. I had less responsibilities when this is tying back to a time when you had less responsibilities. and some of you, I feel like probably you've had your whole life, you've had responsibilities, but there was a point where there was less than there are now. That's the point. What's coming in now is I feel like I'm overwhelmed and I'm overloaded, and I'm trying to find a better way to do things. Okay. I'm trying to stabilize things, but I feel like I'm overwhelmed. There's a bit too much going on right now. Three of Swords reversed, and then the Hermit. I don't want anything to go bad, but I do have to like put some things down is what I'm getting. I don't want to put some things down. I need to, because I feel like I'm already overwhelmed, and I know it's going to get even heavier coming forward in the next few months. And I'm trying to plan this out. Like, I can't do everything I'm doing right now because I have more coming in. I have more I'm going to need to do, things I want to do. So there's things I have now that I'm going to have to push off to other people. The thing is, who can I trust to do it? How can I do this? You're trying to get it. I feel like you're probably already there, trying to get that to happen, trying to change the connection, trying to change what you're already connected to so you could be ready for the next things coming in. You seem to be already working in that direction, trying to do the best you can. I also feel like I don't have the support around this situation as much as I would have liked. The more I try to create this plan going forward, and that's kind of like the map maker of destiny, right? Yep. The more I feel like I'm getting possibilities that I don't really like. It's kind of like I got somebody, it's almost like I got somebody to make lunches for my kids, but they're going to kind of like, I just feel like I would make a nice lunch for my kids. What they're going to do is they're going to be like, well, I just feel like they're getting me McDonald's or something. I don't know. I feel like they're doing something where I'm like, I don't like the quality. Let's just leave it at that. You got some option, but you don't like the quality because it's kind of like, all right, I guess that's an option. It's not the best option. It's not the quality that I want. Because I keep getting like, you would make, it's like if it was like lunches for a kid, it's like I would make sure they had like some snacks and some healthy this and some healthy that and stuff that I know they like. This other person's like, well, this will be good enough, and they just kind of throw it in a bag and like, here you go, like it's edible. You'll be fine. I feel like that's their attitude towards it. So it's kind of like, oh, I don't really like the attitude towards that. But I'm kind of stuck. I'm stuck in a jam. I have to do what I got to do. As I keep moving forward, you do have things coming in. Things are coming in sooner than expected. King of Swords, half in, half out with the Page of Swords. Somebody is pushing something forward faster. Like changes are happening sooner than expected. And I feel like I have to really like sort it out the best I can. People are trying to push things towards you quicker than they should have been. I'm kind of wondering, why is this off base? Why is this coming in too early? I'm not getting answers. I feel like I have to tell people like, all right, I'm going to try to get it going as soon as possible, but I haven't had enough time to move what I need to move, so there's only so much I can do. You're trying to be like on the forefront with people and kind of like, listen, I'll do what I can, but you know, I'm one person. This works out best if you just try to balance it out and take it one step at a time. Just work with as much as you can at a time, and just work with it slowly but surely, and just kind of build it like you need to. I feel like other people, I don't worry about them too much. Just build what you can. Try not to look at the overall picture, ironically. Try to just work on what you have in front of you, what you can do at the moment. Just do what you can in the moment. Just go that direction. Whatever the situation is coming in, something is weird with it. Because I feel like you're making room for something, and you're going to get up to the point where you can do it. But whatever this is, it's not going to stay with you. I feel like that's what this reading is about. Whatever it is that they're pushing towards you, that you're making room for, that you're planning to have to do and handle and whatever, it gets to a point where all of a sudden somebody steps in and then they take it from you. I think that's why I'm getting the Ten of Swords here. Like, I thought that was mine. I moved things around. I purposely changed what I was dealing with. I made room for it. I'm finally up to par, and then I feel like it's being taken from you. And they're giving you a heads up about that. It just comes out really quickly. There's a couple fire cards here. There's another fire card over here. It just, like, it happens really fast. I feel like they're trying to give you a heads up so that you can prepare yourself for this. Keep your eyes open for it, because somebody else makes the decision that, like, they've decided, like, you know what, Cancer, it was good. Thanks for trying, but we're going to have somebody else do it. Comes in out of nowhere, like out of left field. Somebody just makes this quick decision, and they believe that they're making the right decision. Can we get more about why they're doing this? I mean, I do truthful readings. I'm not a sunshine rainbows reader. If it's sunshine, if there's sunshine there, I'll talk about the sunshine. If the rainbows are there, I'll talk about the rainbows. But the reason I say I'm not a sunshine rainbows reader is because you need some rain to create a rainbow. So if it's just sunshine and you have rainbows, that's a little bit suspicious in my opinion. They just, an opportunity just showed up for them and they just decided to take it. They're just changing their mind because they're like, well, Cancer was good, but this could be better, so we'll just change it. Going with it seems fine, but I feel like they're just trying to give you a heads up so that you can prepare yourself for this in case they just seem to change the script on you last minute. Especially going forward, I feel like if you're preparing for something to come into your life, you're preparing to get ready for something, you're clearing space for this new thing, and then all of a sudden they push it forward faster than expected. Hopefully that triggers the memory of this reading, kind of like, oh wait, this is a lot earlier than it shouldn't have been this early. It was supposed to be out there like 4 months before I had to do this. It showed up in 2 or maybe even 1.5. Showed up really early from where it was supposed to. They're saying, let that be a trigger to, like, kind of like, all right, I'm doing this now. Take it one day at a time. Do what I can. Try to bring it up to speed. But it may not stay in your control. It may leave your control. As long as you're aware of it, I feel like this can be better for you. So you're not completely blindsided when that happens. I mean, this could be considered more of a brutal reading. I'm hoping it's not, because they don't want it to shock you. They just want you to, like, if you're aware that this could happen, maybe that could, like, give you some type of possibilities or something to look out for, or maybe have more control over this situation. Kind of like keeping your eyes open, keeping your ears open. Stay connected with whoever has handed you this to make sure that it's going to stay in your control, or at least that way you can talk to it. If you're like, hey, I'm going to keep this, right? I'm going to keep this. You're sticking with me because I'm making plans, or let them know, like, due to this situation supposedly being in my control going forward, I've done this to make sure I'm ready for it. I've done that. So if this is going to change, or you're going to change your mind, the sooner you let me know, because, like, I want to know if you're going to change your mind or something. It does seem like it comes out of nowhere. It does seem like at some point it is a partial blindside. They're just trying to give you a heads up so it doesn't completely knock you off your horse. You know what I mean? So, all right, that's what we got. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.